Alright, good afternoon, everybody. I'm back from my brief, although week-long break from streaming on Twitch. And it is good to be back, to say the least. So, we're now 7 days into May, and I've got a new music track for the month, which is Death Spells from the TNT Evolution soundtrack. It is my vain hope that by using this song for the month, that hopefully a certain other TNT project will release its final map, and I can play it. But I thought I'd go for something TNT themed for May for some reason. So anyway, I'm back, and this is Sweet State 46. For those who are viewing this for the first time, are very confused. This is a monthly thing that I do, one every month. I've done this for 46 months now, nearly coming on 4 years. Will be in July. Well, basically, I talk about the state of the channel, things happening, things that have happened, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, it's like a monthly update, basically, if you will. So, obviously, it's now time to take away from this awesome pre-screen by Kraja and cut to my face. Hello! How are we all doing? It is definitely good to be back. Close that a little bit. Door behind me. As such, it's definitely good to be back. I have definitely missed being able to stream with all the things going on, you know. Although I do like having a break from streaming occasionally, I always get the itch to come back and want to do it again, you know. It's always... I never want to stay away for long, let's put it that way. I enjoy it too damn much. You know, it's my main passionate hobby in life to do the streaming, you know. It's not like playing them video games. And no better way to do it than in front of an audience, which I currently do not have at the moment, since I guess I've chosen to do this Sweet State a bit earlier, but I wanted to kind of get it done since I had a bit of free time this afternoon, which I don't normally have the luxury of, but I'm going to make the most of it. So, this may be a very short Sweet State, which is words I have definitely not said before, honest. But this one might actually be very short, because there really isn't a massive amount that has changed since last month. If anything, most of what happened last month was me not being online and streaming for a good chunk of it, to some extent. But I will begin, as always, with these Sweet States by recapping my personal situation, which is pretty much... in regards to a lot of other things, it's as it were. I'm still working, still waiting for my TA course to start in September, still trying to my weight loss, still playing poker, the usual. But I've been very busy in the last few weeks. Obviously, after the Easter break, which was nice, I had the work trip out somewhere, which took a couple of days, was very nice. There were some nice views. It was scenic. It was a bit of a challenge, but surprisingly, it went a lot smoother than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be a little bit more chaotic, and that didn't actually come to pass. And I had some fun being stuck on a canoe at one point. You know, I was on a canoe. I walked up a stream, which is rather trickier than you might think, especially when it's slippy, but I didn't slip over, thankfully. I went into a mine for the first time. I went into a deep, dark mine. I was a bit disappointed with that because I was actually expecting it to have some kind of a big cave in the middle of it. But it was just a mine, narrow. Hey, Across, thank you very much for the sub for 5 months with the Prime sub there. And hello, Across. You're saying hi to yourself essentially because you're the only one here as far as I can tell at the moment. But hi, how you doing? It's good to see you. But yeah, the mine didn't have anything like a payoff in it. The way I imagined it was that there would be a mine crawl and then there would be this big open cave bit, which would be really cool. But it was just a big crawl. underground, which was alright and interesting, I guess, but it wasn't really what I was really wanting to do. But, you know, it was an experience. It was very tight, and it was alright. It was interesting enough. I might have had several creepypastas running through my head of people going into mines and stuff, but it was fun, and the kids enjoyed it. At one point in the mine, we turned all the lights off and just sat there in the dark, which was quite chilling in a sense. And they did some high rope climbing, which I didn't take part in because I don't do heights. There's no way you'd have got me on something like that. And yeah, it was fun. It was a fun couple of days out there. Although obviously I did miss a couple of things because of it. I did miss the last poker night at the local pub I used to go to. It was a bit of a shame because it was a bit of a nice send-off for the place, but, you know, I missed that. Obviously I miss being back at home. Just one of the kids is constantly wanting to say, "When can I go home, Mr. Suitepee? When can I go home, Mr. Suitepee?" You know, every 5 minutes or so, it's like, "I want to go home, I want to go home." It's like, dude, I want to go home too. You know, stop reminding me. I want to go home too, to be honest. I'd like to go home and be able to do shit, but, you know, I'm enjoying the trip as best as I can, man. It was nice. You know, the scenery made it worthwhile, so it was all good. So, yeah, I hope you've been okay, Hackross. You're very keen to get me play testing your latest works, and you will get your opportunity very soon. So there was that trip, and then in the last week or so, I've had my sister and my nephew over, and their fiance, around our house for an entire week. It was nice to see him. He's now a year and a half old. He's still an absolute mad lad. A lot more vocal than last time, and he wrestled me to the ground several times. It was very adorable. We had a lot of good time, and it was it was fun, but a bit sort of. Like, I had to get used to a different routine. Like, for example, this is the room where I stream and do stuff, and I couldn't do that because my mum would sweep in here because this is actually a fold-out bed. This sofa is actually a fold-out bed. It can fold out and you can make a bed out of it, so you can sweep in here. So technically, I could do the same. I could just fold this bed out and sweep in here, but I don't because I used to have that in my old house, and it's rather disruptive when you don't have a disconnect between the room where you play the games and a room where you sleep. You know, it's sort of like you get tempted in the night to sort of hop on, which did happen occasionally in my old place, and definitely now my computer can like up in 30 seconds. It's like it'd be more tempting sometimes if I'm particularly not getting to sleep. So it's nice to have that disconnect. But because of that, I wasn't able to sort of stay up late and stream. And obviously I can't really stream while my nephew's here because he'll be going to bed at like 7 or 8 o'clock, so I can't really, that's usually my prime streaming time, and I didn't want to wake him up. And obviously, given how I stream, it would have also caused some issues. You know, can't get angry at those revenants if there's a young child in the building. I don't want to get them to hate revenants just yet, but the time will come when they will learn to appreciate the hatred for the revenant. And as a time will come when they will learn to play Doom too, you know? They're going to learn the Circle Strafe. They're going to learn the classics, but all in due time. Just only a year and a half after all. So obviously I've completely unable to do much. I was kind of hoping to get like half a stream in, maybe even some DVD or something, but I didn't really get that either. I literally got nothing, no real time. I was busy with either work or going out, or we were just hanging out and doing family stuff. So it's been very busy, which was nice. It would have. I honestly, I would have appreciated it more if it hadn't been during a 4-day bank holiday weekend where I could have used that time for myself, like a normal weekend, which is 2 days. But it's, you know, it was nice to see them. It was, you know, I adjusted to the routine. I actually felt a bit sad when he left, you know. Like I was getting used to him coming home to a little smiley, happy face and saying, "John, Uncle John." Well, he didn't say Uncle John. He did, but when I left the house the other day, doing work, he would come into this room and he'd say, "John, John." So, you know, missed the little fella, but we'll see him again soon enough. I think they're coming up in the summer at some point, so at some point maybe during the summer, might be a day or two where, once again, I'm unable to stream and do stuff, but it'd be nice. And I might go and see them as well during the summer, but we'll see. The summer hasn't been planned yet. I haven't really planned out the summer at the moment. I haven't put any thought into it. I probably will do when the next holiday comes up at the end of the month, because it's the half term at the end of the month, and I'm probably going to have to start planning out what I'm doing for the summer. Hopefully losing a ton of weight will be part of that. So yeah, because of that, I've not done a lot of streaming. Excuse me. I've not done a lot of streaming recently, but I'm going to make up for that. I'm going to get back on it very quickly. Also, another thing that has changed is my poker night, which used to be Wednesday, is now Thursday. So, as it's going to be from now on, for the time being, I'm going to be not streaming on Thursday nights and Friday nights. Because Thursday is my poker night, and Friday is the co-op gaming night that I do with Draukin and friends. Currently doing some D&D for the first time. Some actual proper D&D, which is actually quite fun. I find it to be an interesting experience so far. I've never played a proper game of D&D before, so it's kind of cool to sort of get into that. And yeah, it's fun. So because of that, it's going to actually be quite nice for the streaming compared to how it used to be. I mean, I don't like the place I play the poker at now. The new venue is not as good. It's a bit soulless. There's no TVs. It's more expensive. But it does mean that my streaming nights are now, it's a lot smoother in terms of the weekly route structure, if you will. Instead of it being like Wednesday night no stream, Thursday night can stream, Friday night no stream, now it's like the non-streaming nights are nicely put together each week. So after Friday, it's like I could stream 5 days straight if I want to at night, and then I'm good. Obviously I don't have a formal schedule, but having this informal schedule of being able to stream 5 days without having that awkward day in between, it means I can get into a better flow pattern, and I know when I need to stop for 2 days. So that's nice. It's the only thing I do like about the arrangement, though. I still wish they'd play at a different pub. So yeah, that's pretty much it on the personal front. Nothing else is really big or has changed. My job's still going great. I'm hoping to start my TA2 course in September. Still haven't heard from them, but I will be doing it in the next month or so. So I'll be quite busy when that starts in September. So I'm looking to get, hopefully it won't be too much of a time sink, but I'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm still trying to lose weight. I haven't really been successful on that, but I'm trying again. Yeah, that's it. Over that, everything's been good, really. And I guess I did have a big poker win last week. Last Friday, I took down my biggest poker winning in a live game where I won £150, which is my biggest poker win ever. Prior to that, the previous biggest amount I'd ever won was £100, and that was quite a while back. Maybe 6 or 7 years ago, I think. So £150 off a £10 rebuy game. Well, I won as well. Won the whole thing. Was pretty good. Didn't rebuy once. Won 150 quid. So got 15 times my money back, and I'm sort of dining out on that for a little bit. So that was good. It's nice to know that my very basic poker skills occasionally pay off. So yeah. So now that all this real life distraction-y stuff is over, it's time for this humble streamer to get back on track with streaming in general. The stuff that you're really here for. Excuse me. So I'm gonna be getting back on track with that as fast as I can. I hopefully have a bit of a hunger for getting into the streaming for the next few weeks at least. And actually, at the end of the month, my mum is going, hey, Serious Cacodemon, and for more appearances by Cherry. Yes, Well, yes, hopefully. I think Cherry's had some time to cool down, and they met. Hopefully, they're not going to keep asking for that emote as much. Maybe we can have some nice smooth streams. So we'll have to see. Obviously, Cherry's had a bit of a break as well. You know. How you doing, Sirius? But yeah, I'm hoping to sort of really get back into the streaming. And obviously, at the end of the month, my mom is going to go visit my sister. Just woke up. Wow, good timing. Yeah, I'm sort of taking advantage of having a slightly emptier house this afternoon since my mum is attending a football game, which has actually ended. She might come home during this, but that's not a problem. I just wanted to get this done this afternoon since it's not really, mostly because there's not really a lot to see compared to other months. There's not really a massive amount to cover. So I thought I'd just get it done and I can maybe spend tonight doing something else, which is the plan for me to stream the Iron Mans tonight, I think. So yeah, my mum's going to be going to visit my sister at the end of the month for a few days. So because that happens during the last week of work, I can't go myself. But it does mean that in a few weeks' time, for a weekend, a couple of days or so, I'm going to have the house to myself. I might do something for that. Maybe. I might do some kind of a... Yes, Cat, you wanted to go out? Yes, you've not been able to go in this room for a few days, have you? No. No, actually, I was going to put the camera on you, but it wasn't like the cat wants to do that, sadly. I'll be back in a sec. Ugh. Come on then, cat. Let's go. Alright, now the cat has been dealt with again. What was I saying? Yes, so I might do something for that. I might not, we'll see, but it might mean maybe some longer streams, sort of make up for all the real life stuff I've been doing recently, so we'll see. But I should be able to get back into a sort of regular streaming pattern for a couple of weeks at least. I don't anticipate there being any sort of known real life distractions. So I want to get back on track out as fast as I can, really. So for the next couple of days, and actually tonight as well, I am going to be taking care of the Iron Mans, which I'm planning to do this evening. First of all, so there's the monthly Iron Man, the monthly Iron Eagle. So I'm going to do the Iron Man streams tonight, I think. And then there's some play testing, which I need to do for a couple of people, Hackross as well. But I've got other people as well. Bloodbath Giraffe has something they want me to take a look at. Namco Jr. has sent something. And there might be a few others as well. So there's going to be some play testing stream, maybe a play testing stream or two coming up after that, which I might do tomorrow. And then after that, excuse me. Then after that, I'm going to be playing Nightmare Reaper, which I'm really looking forward to playing. It looks really fun. I really want to play Nightmare Reaper. So, horse water. I don't think this comes from a horse. It comes from a fridge, but hey-o. But yeah, Nightmare Reaper is a game I'm very much looking forward to playing. It looks super cool. I've obviously been avoiding watching Civi's video and trying not to... I figured, serious, that was what it was. I guess I'll get to learn the context for that soon. So, very looking forward to that. Tried to avoid watching any streams of it, really. I mean, I think I've watched like 20 minutes of Deathwing Duck play it, but nothing really spoilery came up. I knew about the Game Boy mini games and stuff like that. Esque mini games to say. I'm looking forward to playing it. It looks really fun. Looks like a really fun, interesting little journey that will take 20 hours or so. So that's coming up. And then obviously for my Doom WOD list, I'm hoping to play Lost Civilization 1 and 2, which I'm also looking forward to. That should be a fun playthrough, as requested by Jaska, who also made them. And I'm also aware that another game came out recently. Forgive Me Father has entered launch version 1.0 or whatever. That came out recently, and I might play that. And I also said I was possibly going to play Kingdom of the Dead, although I don't own that yet. But that's also something I'm thinking of doing. But I'm obviously keeping my eyes open at other releases that are coming out. You know, there's still a lot of games that could come out this year, hopefully. I did say this would be a big year for the old school FPS type releases to come out. I'm not too sure if Project Warlock 2 is actually due to come out quite soon or not. That's one I would definitely want to play as well. I'm just going to be flooded with these options. You know, I could literally just start playing all these releases that have come out and I could be satisfied for the whole year perhaps. But yeah, you're going to get Nightmare Reaper, Lost Civ, maybe Forgive Me Father. I'll have to see. Maybe Kingdom of the Dead. Who knows what comes out next. And obviously, in regards to the established other game list in the description below, there's been no changes. No changes as far as I'm aware to any of those games being suddenly available. Wrath and Maximum Action are still in early access. Saints Row situation hasn't been resolved yet. Dragon Quest Heroes 2 is not happening at the moment because I'm still waiting for people to get characters ready. Sin, I'm still waiting to hear news from the remake from Night Dive. So at the moment, that stays in limbo. No change as of yet. I haven't had the time to really try and organize stuff on that. I really should perhaps try to get one of those done before September, if possible. I do want to get through the list. I don't want to just leave it in limbo forever because of quite a few other games that I do want to play aside from those, obviously. So I'm going to try to sort of make an effort at some point this month to maybe start one of those, even if I have to go out and dig out an Xbox and do some capture shit and maybe play Saints Row 1. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. The Saints Row playthrough might include the first one. It might not. I'll also see if I can afford to spend a bit of money to get some stuff and set up some awkward captures. And I don't like messing around with that kind of stuff. It's far more simple when it's just on a PC. None of this console capture stuff. I've had problems with that in the past, but I have done it before. But if necessary, I will do it again. I do actually have a nice capture card somewhere. But whether it works, whether I can do it with this TV, because I do have a TV in here. Actually, give me a sec. I can show you. Ignore all that. You can see there next to the gnome, the Preston gnome, if you're wondering, the Preston North End gnome, I should say, football team gnome. I have this TV, which is quite... I don't really use it, to be honest. It was used for some my SNES Mini that I have, which I was planning to use for some streams, but I never got around. To be honest with you, I bought a SNES Mini, and then I just kind of played Legend of Zelda on it, beat it, and then never touched it again. So that was my great use of that. So whether or not I set up an Xbox to that and get a capture card running into the PC and do it that way or whatever, we'll see. We'll see how things go. I may be using some other means, emulation, to achieve some of these things, but we'll see. I'll need to look into it proper, but at the moment, no change on the other game list, and right now, I just want to play Nightmare Reaper, so that's definitely going to be coming up soon. I think it might be the very next thing I play. In fact, once the Iron Man and playtesting going, it might just be Nightmare Reaper, let's go, let's start. Because it's going to be a long journey, and I'm looking forward to it. So, that is that. You're going to see you do a lot of streams, in other words. And I'm also still waiting on several projects to finish on Doom terms as well. I'm still waiting on TNT Devolution to finish. The final map has not yet come out. I'm still bloody waiting because I've heard a lot of good things about Devolution. Really a lot of good things, but unfortunately the last map is just not available yet, which is a real pain. I'd really like it to be like sort of done and I could play it. As soon as that final map is finished, as soon as that final map is done, I'm playing it. Straight away. I must have been in the middle of something, but I'll be playing it as soon as that's done. So, yeah. Still waiting for that to finish this one map. I've heard really good, as I said, I've heard really good things about it. I've heard it's supposed to be a pretty good project. And, you know, I'm waiting on it. And aside from that, I'm also still waiting on the Doom World Maximum project to finish, which requires Obsidian to be less busy. I'm still waiting on the Maximum project to finish, which is something I was previously going to, excuse me, contribute towards, but I decided against it after some thoughts. That being said, you got Firebox, so I guess that was good. So I'm still waiting for that to finish as well. That could be an interesting one. For those who don't remember, the Maximum project was where as many different mappers as possible contribute one map each, and the idea is to have as many different maps as possible, like a huge list of all these different mappers. So that will be an interesting little journey as well. And then there is another project that I've been made aware of recently, thanks to Scotty, who messaged me on Discord about this. A project that's very active in the thread called the Newbie Micromap Community Project, which Scotty describes as being a bit like a Nova 4, if you will, which is quite a claim. That's what got me interested. I was described as it's a bit like Nova 4, you know, a lot of new mappers having their chance to shine. And the whole idea of it is to, well, there's 19 maps total, and it's sort of limit removing. It's like newer mappers and stuff. And the idea is to make small maps that can be finished in a couple of minutes. So, yeah, but as I said, I've heard it described as, I made a post on the thread about it. It's very active, actually. The people posting it quite a bit on this thread. Very active, in fact. It seems to be posted every day, which is nice to see. And I did sort of post on there about it. When did I make a post on the thread? Because as I said, I had it described as being a bit like the Nova 4, so that got me interested in it. And I'm always curious to see community projects from newer mappers, to see what they come up with, to see where the next, you know, the next sort of cool mappers are coming from, sort of thing. So, gonna be interesting to see how that develops as well. That could be one I might check out as well. So it looks like they're going along pretty well. They've got all the map slots filled. I guess they might maybe get that out this month. We'll have to see. It'd be nice to have something come out in a reasonable time frame for once. But yeah, that's something else I'm looking forward to playing as well. So all these I'm waiting for, plus others, you know, Ultimate Doom in name only. Still waiting for that to have a final version. Obviously, that could be waiting a while. And my other games on my other things on my request list, you know, other stuff. I haven't made a decision on Elementalism yet either. I know I did mention that last month, but I've been busy. I haven't really put any thought on it, so I'm still at the same state where I haven't decided on Elementalism yet. Probably going to wait for a bit on that one, because I've got other things to do. So yeah, I've got all those to do. So really just keen to get back on the streaming thing, get back to the regular streaming, and getting back to trying to get to this very slowly, get back to this target that never seems to get hit. The 2,000 followers target, which I'm very just in the background aiming for. And speaking of that, while I've been away, I need to give a quick shout out to 2 new followers who did follow me, but I didn't stream for a week. Thank you very much to T_117 for a follow 5 days ago, and 4 days ago, a follow from BR Killer. So thank you very much for those follows. And hopefully you'll soon get, if you stick around, hopefully you'll get to see me do some streaming very soon. So thank you for that. Much appreciated. So yeah, streaming will be back on task. I'm going to be very active again. I really want to be active. I feel that the next few months is going to be a great period for FPS gaming, and I want to be around for it. I want to be. I'd also like to be in a situation where new thing comes out, I play it day one instead of waiting like ages. It'd be nice to do that again. New thing comes out, I play it day one. You know, I'm just there. I can play it. I can be getting the fresh reactions before too much is known. I'd like to do that again at some point. So moving on to the other things that I also play. Obviously, I'm still playing a lot of Dead by Daylight. Maybe I will quickly show how I'm doing with that. Bring it up. So I'm still playing Dead by Daylight. I'm still horrendously hooked on the game. Although, recent updates have been a bit weird for it, to be honest. The recent update has been a bit odd for the game, to say the least. Particularly this 5.7.1 update, which has brought a bug fix and a new tome and some changes. I did do that's the last stream I did, actually. I did very briefly cover the mid-patch update, but there's been another small update, and this one has kind of made the game a little bit sort of janky for the first time. First time I've really noticed, anyway. Oh, Jez is actually playing Dead by Daylight right now. I wonder if he'll see me hopping on and come into this. But, whoop. Oh, wrong thing. I meant to grab the webcam. Hey, just going to put that over there for a moment so it's in the right spot. So you can see my how I've been playing. But this has been the first patch in Dead by Daylight, but it's actually been a bit janky for me. What we know, daily is I did play last night at 1 in the morning, so I've done my daily. But yeah, this current patch, this bug fix patch, which did fix some bugs, but it also seems to have brought in some other bugs. And this is the first time in my 5 months of playing this game I've actually noticed the game is a little janky. Like, I've been aware there's been all kinds of bugs and stuff like that, but for the most part, hey Namco, how you doing? Good to see you. How's life treating you? But yeah, I mean, I've always been aware that this game is a little buggy sometimes, but I've never really had any issues with that kind of thing. I think the only thing I can remember is I got disconnected from a game once, and the game crashed once, and that's it. I've been largely lucky not to get these cheaters, these hackers, these bugs that other people have experienced, but in this mid-patch, this bug fix patch, I've actually noticed the bugginess quite a bit. There's been a few bugs going around. Apparently Rancor doesn't work. Bitter Murmur, which I don't use, doesn't work. Hook states are a bit confused, right? If you hook someone, it puts them on the first state rather on the second. So when you hook them again, you think you're not killing them, but they're dead. And that's a bit of a confusing, weird thing. And a bit of weird lag as well in some games. So I've definitely... And also they've disabled Midwich because of survivors can hide in this one area, but killers can't get them. So they've had to disable Midwich. Shame, because I like that map. So this is the first time in 5 months I've actually started to notice the game being a little jankier than I'd like. But I'm still playing it, because mostly it's still there, but I've really noticed that they seem to have tried to fix some stuff and have broken other stuff, apparently. And there's some weird other stuff going on too, but the game's still very much playable. So, all good. But this is the first time I've really noticed the bugginess. I mean, I'm currently at 419 hours into the game. Probably hit 500 hours this month. So, in terms of survivors, I'm going to go over this briefly. I won't be playing a game, don't worry. I might do that some other time. I now have pretty much maxed out the teachables for all the survivors that I currently own. There's still 8 characters that I need to unlock, and I will be doing that eventually, but my current priority is to unlock Yunjun Lee for the archives, and then unlock the twins for the newest one, and then I'll be unlocking the killers first. But every survivor I have, I now have all their teachables. I'm just wrapping up getting to level 40 on Steve, just so I have him level 40. I don't have to unlock his stuff, but I'm just using it as an excuse to spend points. So I've got all the teachables I can currently have on the killer side. There's Ace smiling. And in terms of the killers, probably knew this from previously, but I have unlocked level 40 on every killer I own at the moment. So I've got all the teachables, and the only killers I don't own are the artist, the twins, and the Oni. I will be unlocking the twins not straight away. The first one will be Yunjun because their tome is quicker with the texture. Then it will be the twins because they're the star of the newest archive. And then after I've unlocked the twins, I'll be unlocking the Oni and the artist, so I have every killer in the game available to me. I'm aware that there's a new killer coming out with the next big update, the anniversary update, which is March, something's being announced on the 17th of this month. The anniversary, the 6-year anniversary update is being announced on the 17th. Doing some kind of big thing for it. But I'm going to unlock all the killers once I've got Yunjun and the twins. So I have all the killers available. Looking forward to playing the Oni because he seems really easy. The artist seems interesting as well, though I believe she's hard to play. And the twins is, well, the twins. So, still playing a good variety of killers. I really enjoy playing Myers quite a bit recently because of Tier 1 Myers is fun. Playing a bit of Ghostface, just playing a bit of everything. I still haven't played a Blight game yet, actually. I haven't played the Blight once. But his time will come. And still at some point, I'm going to have to start putting some blood points onto a killer, decide which one I want to main, get some more perks with. I haven't decided yet. Huntress was one of them, but I might be changing my mind. I don't know. I'd have to spend some more time picking which killers I prefer. So that's where I'm at with the killers. And in terms of the archive stuff, I have completed the 3rd tome. So the first 3 tomes are completely done. I am now working my way through tome 4, which is all but done except for this final challenge, which requires me to do this, playing as Ace. And then there's obviously all these other tomes. So again, the reason I'm unlocking Yunjun is because she is the star of... Try again. She is the star of this tome alongside the Trickster. And then in the recent tome, which they released recently, the star is, for some reason, I don't know why David King gets another tome. That's confusing to me. I don't know why he gets another one. He already has one, but he's got a second one. I would have liked another character. Like maybe, I don't know, Feng or anyone, really. You know. But for some reason, David King has a second tome, and so do the twins. So the twins will be the stars, killer-wise, of tome 11. So that's why I'm going to be unlocking them, because my unlocks are prioritized around archive challenges. So for tome 9, I need the Trickster and Yunjun, and for tome 11, I need the twins. Obviously, that's quite a bit away, since I'm still working on tome 4, of course, and I've got all these to get through. But because of all my previous unlocks, I have every character in every other tome, so I don't need to worry about any of that. So that's good. So yeah, I'm still working my way through. Really enjoying the lore unlocks. These challenges are interesting. I believe they're going to get more interesting past tome 4. Sounds like the challenges get a little more quirky beyond that. But we will see. So that is where I am at in terms of Dead by Daylight stuff. And I'm still going to be playing Dead by Daylight on stream occasionally. I would definitely like to start picking a killer main, getting a prestige on somebody. I haven't decided who that is though. Maybe I'll do some adept challenges as well, where I try to win the game as killer, only using the only using their free perks. And surviving with only using their free perks. So I might start doing some achievement challenges quite soon, since I'm going to eventually run out of blood points excuses, and it'll be time to start doing some other stuff, entering that phase where I'm just setting my own challenges, if you will. And obviously there's also the Rift. There's a new Rift, which I'm currently working my way through. Doing quite well with that. So yeah, that's where I'm at in terms of DVD stuff. Expect more DVD streams, is all I can really say to that. And now you're going to see an immediate camera jump scare. Boogie, 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 boogie. So, yeah, that's it in terms of DVD. Oh yeah, by the way, Namco, I am going to be doing some playtesting quite soon. Maybe tomorrow night, actually, because my plan for tonight is to do some Ironmans. The Ironmans tonight. And then tomorrow, maybe, and depending on, well, it'll definitely either be tomorrow or Monday, do the playtesting streams. So, was good. So, yeah. Hey, Eljan, how you doing? Good to see you. So your playtesting thing among Bloodbath Giraffes and Hackcrosses will be among the first few things playtested when the playtest streams happen. Because I'm getting back on with the streaming now. I'm back from my break and I want to get back regularly streaming again. You just missed my DVD overview, Ailjan. Have you been noticing the jankiness of patch 5.7.1? I guess you will have. It's the first time I've noticed this Dead by Daylight being quite janky and buggy. Right, not just hearing about it from videos, actually being there in games with weird shit happening. Although, at least it's still playable. You know, I've not come across anything that's been, like, made me stop playing the game. It's just, like, stuff that's a bit awkward to deal with. But it seems to be mainly visual bugs. Or perks not working when they should. The sad thing I found is more cheaters. I thought they had a massive cheater ban wave recently. So, at least some of them have gone. I haven't found that yet, but they had a ban wave, so that was something, I suppose. But, yeah. Yeah, I guess the cheaters are annoying. I either haven't come across any of those. I have not yet come across a single cheater. At least not a direct one. If there's been subtle cheaters, I haven't spotted them. But I haven't come across any of the outright ones. And I know they exist. Every game's going to have cheaters, sadly. It's always an arms race. But, yeah. I've been very lucky, but I haven't really noticed any cheaters yet. I'm sure maybe there'll come a time when maybe I'll come across one, but we'll have to deal with it as I deal with it, I guess. But yeah, hope you've been alright as well. So the other thing I'm sort of also doing is the poker stuff. And poker is still a thing that I'm doing. And I am wanting to get back into the online poker thing as well. I've not done that for a while. I feel like I need to start practicing a bit more. And I do have a regional final coming up next month on the... when is it? No, I know I have the date. Yeah, another regional final. They already banned his channel. Oh, cool. That's good. Well, there you go then. I guess they found it. That's good. That's it. The 19th of June. The 19th of June, I have another regional final in poker coming up. So I'm going to need to start practicing for that because this place, the Thursday night game is a place that does grant passage to the regional, but it's going to be a lot trickier because the people who play there are there's quite a few more better players there. And it's going to be a lot harder for me to get in. So I'm going to have to start... If I want to keep going to regionals, I'm going to have to practice and actually play a bit more seriously and actually try to play better. Because, I mean, it wasn't too easy at the previous place, but there was a lot of players who were very recreational and I could take advantage of the format. But this game is tougher. It's a lot more fun, but it's tougher. So... in the first 2 weeks of the new season, I haven't made final tables, so I've been unable to get any points. I wish I have a playoff, but still, it's tough. So I need to up my game a bit. So I am going to be trying to get back onto online poker with PokerStars streams, which I'm going to get up right now, I think, to show you. And of course, Jan, you'll be looking forward to the sixth anniversary of Dead by Daylight as well, which is coming. The announcement's coming up on 17th of this month, which should be interesting. It's actually in a week and a half's time on a Tuesday. If you want to see what that looks like. So I versus the Terminator bots. Oh yeah, I've seen a video of these Terminator bots. A player called Hens. I thought it was 17th, not the 16th. I've watched a video about the Terminator bots with Hens. There was a way to exploit them. There were ways to exploit them. One of them was getting to a pallet and jumping back and forth over the same pallet. They cannot handle certain loops. Like, they're really good at a lot of loops, but if you just go back and forth over a pallet, they just keep going. They don't try to break the pallet. So there were ways to sort of delay them. I mean, they were really good at getting you once you were there, but if you played around that a bit, there were ways to sort of deal with the killer ones, at least. They're like little AI loopholes that people could exploit. Although they were very tough. But I don't think I've ever come across an AI bot. Not as far as I'm aware, anyway. So, I think they have cracked down. But anyway, I need to bring up the. Need to change that a bit. Put the screen there. Put my webcam over to the side again, so I could show you my my PokerStars thing. So as you can see, this is the PokerStars thing. I still have my $34.94. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that used to be 35 exact, but whatever. Oh, that sucks. So I am going to be trying to get back onto the online poker thing. I might do like these streams where I maybe do like poker and DVD combos like I used to do, or just some poker sessions or something like that occasionally. Every so often. I currently also have a some challenges, my words. Let me just check this real quick. I want to make sure nothing weird appears. Okay, yeah, we're good. So what? Wow, you're in a lot of tournaments. Cool. Now these are all tournaments that you can play. I'm not in a lot of them. I don't really. I know quite a few people in my poker league on a Thursday. They do play a lot of online poker, and they get into some decent games at times. I don't. I just play micro stakes. Oops, that's not the one. So I do have a. I actually got this when I logged in the other day. You saw me registering, not registered. No. I only play like $1 sitting girls at the moment. I need to build up a bankroll first, you see. Then I can think about other games. So I recently got this ticket when I logged in the other day just to see if anything happened. A $2 spin and go free ticket. So a spin and go is a fast-paced game where you play free-handed and the winner takes home a random prize from the thing. I got a free one for $2, so that'll give me but I have to use it by the 11th of May, so by Wednesday. So I plan on doing a poker stream. Yeah, single tournaments are fun. I like the tournament format of it. It's fun. This is a spin and go. It's like a quick thing. I can maybe show what that is. So you got. Yeah, so for example here, you would enter for $2, you get a random prize, maybe I can observe a game, there's obviously free, all different price ranges you can do, you can win a lot of money. I wonder if I could observe one to show you real quick. I don't think I can. Oh, no, I can, here we are, observe. So, for example, we have the... Why is there two different ones? That's weird. So, yeah. So this is the format. You would have a free-handed game, a random prize is given to you at the beginning of the match. Usually it's just a very low amount, like the lowest, but sometimes it's a little higher, and then really, really lucky, you get insane amounts. I mean, you can win up to $20,000 if you get ridiculously lucky. But then it's a free-handed game, it's very fast-paced. Blinds go up quite every few minutes, and the idea is that the game is fast, you have to sort of make good decisions quickly, and you have a wide range you can play. It's basically just like a quick fix, you know, something you just play, like just have a quick burst of poker. So there's a lot of luck involved in it because you need good hands very early, but it's a different kind of thing. I don't usually, I used to play a couple of 25-cent ones, but I don't really bother with the spinning goals. I prefer just to play the tournaments. Although the spinning goals are good if I had like a lot of money and I was like just trying to play a quick game, see if I can get a quick fix. Sure, but I don't have that kind of money. So, but yeah, I got a free $2 ticket, so I will be playing one of these. See if we can get lucky. Maybe win myself a few extra free bit of a prize. So there's that. Yeah. If you're in this Great Britain, you should really check 3D poker. Have a good tournament. You don't need N1. Just holding 50% of the table. You win your entrance. 2 people just N65. Just don't lose your money. They don't change it. 3D poker. Huh. Okay. Obviously, they've got some Scoop 22 stuff going on. Some big events happening in that. I'm still looking to play just these kind of games, which is nice. Huh, they actually got a big one for 180 players on demand, and a $2 turbo, but that could be interesting to play, perhaps, if I move up a rank. Hey, Pale Blue Camo, how you doing? You're going to play some live tournament poker next year? Nice, where at? Just check it out sometime, maybe I like. Ooh, that's a thick Pengu. I mean, Pengu! Louisiana, nice. Oh, I was going to say, like, you heard, if you're near Texas, like you heard the lodge, the one that Brad Owen has set up with a few others. That looks pretty cool. I've seen a few videos on the lodge. It looks pretty nice. I wish there was a place like that near where I live, like a dedicated sort of poker card club of sorts. That would be a nice place for me to go to. I mean, I do have some casino. I have a casino nearby-ish in Blackpool, which I can sort of get to conveniently, but, you know, like a dedicated poker card place would be nice, but obviously it's not as big as a thing as it is in America. So, anyway, how you doing, Pale Blue Camel? Are you enjoying Littlewood? So you know, he's played that yesterday. That was a game I actually beat. It's a fun little experience, although you'll find it's very easy. Once you get certain things unlocked, the game becomes an absolute cakewalk. Gambling is illegal in Texas. I don't know. Well, I guess it's different, or maybe things have changed. Well, whatever it is, we have the lodge. I live in Barcelona. Sometimes when you oh, that's nice. You live in Barcelona is a beautiful city. Been there a few times for football reasons. Just twice if I don't with the poker. Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, I will be doing some online poker streams. To get some practice for the regional, get back into the habit of playing some real money games. I will be spending that $2 spin and go, see if that gets me anything. And yeah, poker will be happening. So, all good on that front. Okay, I need to cut back to the camera. Once again, it's time for a jump scare. Boo! Oh, they only made poker legal in Dallas. Yeah, the capital. So there you go then. It's all in Dallas. How about them Cowboys? God. All right, so that's all the things I wanted to cover in this sweet state. So at this point, I will now throw open the floor to Audience questions. I'd imagine it's quite a bit further, but hey, that sounds pretty cool, Camel, that there's a casino for you to play at. I'd love to go over to Las Vegas or somewhere in America and play in some poker casinos. I think that'd be pretty cool. But, right, audience questions. So if there's any questions you want to ask me from the chat, now is the chance for all 7 of you to ask. I love you're here again. We miss you on Twitch, John. Well, it's very nice of you, Eljand. Well, I'm back. I'm going to be quite active for the next couple of weeks at least. I got a lot of stuff I want to play. So, and I will be streaming tonight. I'm going to do the Iron Mans tonight, both the Iron Man and the Iron Eagle. I'm going to do both of those. So that will be taken care of. And then tomorrow I'm either going to do some playtesting or I might do some DBD for a few hours. I'll see how I feel. But the playtesting will be coming up very soon. I'm not going to leave people waiting that too much longer. But tonight I will do the Iron Mans. Because I really want to get done with those as well. So are there any questions that people want to ask? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I should have mentioned this earlier. I did play Grezzo 2 as well on Dope Lives before I went off the DVD schedule. I don't have a schedule. I just sort of play that when a lot of that I do off stream, to be honest. Excuse me. But I might do I'm going to try and do the odd DBD focused stream from time to time because I'm getting to the point where I need to start doing some challenges since I've unlocked most of the teachables, and I'm just at that point now where I can start thinking about prestiging characters, going for adept achievements on killers and survivors alike, you know, while I'm waiting to unlock things. Obviously, there's the anniversary update announcement coming on the 17th, which will be good. So there'll be I'll definitely be doing a stream whenever that comes out to see how the new, I believe there's a new survivor and killer being announced, as well as some other stuff potentially. Could be interesting to see if they do anything big. But yeah, there will be the odd DVD stream where we'll be doing some different things. But a lot of it will still remain off stream. I'm prestige every character also. If you want to tip waste all your offerings, get 1 million BP, then prestige. Yeah, I think I've been told that if you got a prestige a character, have 1 million BP immediately ready so you can get back into speed very quickly. So that is something I would be doing. I haven't decided what characters I want to actually prestige yet, though, is the thing. That's something I'm going to have to decide if I bother with anyone. I don't think I'll do a survivor one because I might wait till I've had... With the survivors, I might wait until I've unlocked everything. With a survivor, it might be the same with killers. I might just wait a while until I've got everything unlocked first. But I might not. We'll see. Like I said, I've got to make these decisions. I'm getting to that point now where I'm running out of things to unlock, unless I want to spend real money on speeding the process up, which I don't. I'm quite happy to grind out the iridescent shards and learn the game. And I play a lot. Okay. But yeah, I played. Sorry, I forgot to mention. I played some Grezzo 2 on Dope Lives. That was something I did just before my sister came over. I hope the people like the YouTube videos of those. I'm sorry that the second part had to be on BitChute, but YouTube blocked it in so many countries. I couldn't get away with it like the first part, which was only blocked in 3 countries. So a lot easier to VPN around that a bit. But the second one would have been 241 countries. But it's on the BitChute channel. And the BitChute is being used just as a backup option for archiving. It's not being used for an alternative. As I said, it's nice to have backup options for things in case something happens on my YouTube. BitChute would be my backup. But you need not worry. I don't intend to start doing stuff on BitChute like talking about conspiracy theories and wearing tinfoil hats. It's just a backup place for me to do archive stuff. Kind of like how Dope Lives is, I guess, nowadays my backup streaming option for the time being, and my local hard drives are my backup if in case I decide to disappear from the internet forever. and never come back. At least someone will find these weird videos generations from now and they can hold on to. Maybe I'll give them to my nephew at some point, you know. Maybe like in years' time I'll just give them to my nephew one day and say, these are all my life's recordings. Do what you want with them. But maybe consider giving them to somebody who cares that kind of stuff. I don't know. But yeah. Are there any questions from the chat? And Grezzo 2 was fun, by the way. I enjoyed Grezzo 2. It was... Once I got over Sensory Overload, Grezzo 2 was good. I enjoyed it. It was a fun... It's a shame I couldn't play it on Twitch. It would have been nice to get all your reactions to the stuff. It did fill up quite a lot of crazy shenanigans. But I liked it. It was fun. So, any questions from anyone? Otherwise, this really will be one of the shortest sweet states I've ever done. At an hour in. Which is fine. I don't mind. Not all these sweet states have to go on for 2 hours and have weird tangents. Sometimes it's just nice to be concise, get your points across, and then move on. Especially since I've been away from streaming proper for nearly 2 weeks, so I have a lot of things to get on, catch up with. Just give it another moment to see if there's any questions from anyone. Otherwise, I guess that'll be it. I guess that will be it. I think I'll just check on some football scores before I head out for my walk this afternoon. Burnley are losing. Brentford winning. No questions from anyone? None at all? Nobody? No questions? No, teacher. I'm not a teacher. I'm a teaching assistant, but not a teacher. Don't think I want to be a teacher. Teachers have too much work to do. I'm happy to be a relatively decently paid TA that still gets to keep most of their free time, to be honest. That might change in the future, but if I was to become a teacher, there's no fucking way I'd be one of these teachers that spends all their free time doing tedious shit. It would be, this tedious shit gets done at work. When I'm home, I'm playing video games. I want to have a good free time balance, and the problem is that from what I've seen with every teacher I've ever worked under, they're always busy every fucking day. They never have a lot of free time for themselves, except during a summer break or a Christmas break, and I don't want that. I want it to be sort of like what happens at work stays at work and doesn't come home. I like having that balance. Request time when teacher asks for questions. Young Yale Jan, stop playing your video games and do your Spanish homework. Something like that. Okay, well I guess that's going to be it then. No questions from the afternoon crowd. Alright, well, thank you for those who came along to see this live. I will be doing, as I said, I will be doing the Iron Man and Iron Eagle runs later this evening in a couple of hours' time. So, yeah, I'm going to be playing some Doom quite quickly. Should be fun. And I'll catch you then or in the next couple of days for all the other streams I've got. Playtesting, Nightmare Reaper, Lost Civilization. Maybe one of the other projects will come out and I can play one of those. Maybe, fingers crossed, TNT Devolution releases that final fucking map this month. And maybe something else comes out. Probably will. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Have a good afternoon. Stay safe. And I will see you around. I'm back. And I'm going to be doing a lot of streaming. So, Cherry, do you want to close out the stream in your own little special way? Yes, I'm going to allow you to do this at the end of the stream. But only at the end, since we are ending now. So, go ahead, Cherry. You've earned it. Me. See you later, everyone.